Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Labor Day weekend. Now, we still have 2 more days in week number 1. We have today, which is Saturday, and then we have Sunday. So for those that haven't done your discussion post, we have 3 of them. And we have, previewing the final paper. We have one on an abstract, and we also have the one which is introductions. And I want to thank everybody for doing the introductions. We have a very interesting class. We have people from different states, different programs, and from my experience, that makes for a very interesting class, especially with the discussion post. So thank you for that. And a word on your abstracts and the other ones, previewing the final paper. I will have some comments on those coming up. I'll also have your grade on the abstract paper. I do want to say, while I have everybody's here, from what I saw, everybody did a great job with your abstracts. I like the approach where you take the prompts, you cut and paste, or you copy it and paste it into your reply, and you fill in the blanks succinctly. So I'll have more on that coming up, and I'll also have your grades. I should have those done by Tuesday. And once again, it's really more check and grade than anything. So let's get right to week number 2. And I understand that this is a holiday weekend. People may be camping, going to the beach, whatever you're doing. So you might not be seeing this until Monday or maybe even Tuesday. So I'll give you a very quick overview of week number 2, specifically what it is I'd like for you to do in week number 2. And I also have an announcement concerning a Zoom meeting, an optional Zoom meeting we've coming up this week. So let's get right to the information that we have. This week is really an introduction to qualitative research. Qualitative research, the data for qualitative research it could be patterns, it could be words, it could be themes of words, it could be a case study, it could be a focus group, but it is different from quantitative in that quantitative uses numbers. The data for qualitative research is words usually. So in qualitative research, we're getting to that this week. I would like you to specifically read chapters 3 and view the videos. And a word on the videos. I use videos from our textbook author, one of the textbook authors, Jeff Beaudry. Jeff is a colleague, friend, and author of the book. He's been teaching this particular class, EDU 600, for probably close to 30 years. He knows his stuff, and he's a great resource. So what I'd like you to do is read the chapter 3, and then take a look at all of the videos. This particular video, it was developed for a 7-week version of the course. Don't worry about that. He makes reference to the 7-week version. All of the ideas are applicable to the 14-week course, but he talks about really what this course is about. It's really a research literacy course. One of my goals for everybody in the course is at the end of it, you will know the difference between quantitative, qualitative, mixed methods, case study, and then action research. So, and what is research? That's really what we're doing this semester. We're reading, we're critiquing, and then we're writing about research. So please take a look at Jeff's overarching or overall view of the course. Then we go to qualitative research specifically, and then the third video is once again about qualitative research and the sampling aspect of the qualitative research. Take a look at this library link, and there's all other databases. We'll have more information on that. And then in the discussion forum, what I'd like everybody to do is to read this article. I look at my own forests and fields in a different way. And I'll just give you a preview of that. And I'll circle back to this as we go. Identify a research question or topic you're interested in. You can make notes on that. Bring it to the optional Zoom meeting. We can talk about that at that point. Article capture assignment. This is not due until the end of the month, but I wanted to at least put it out there. Once again, in the optional Zoom meeting, I will talk about this in a little more detail, but not a lot of detail at this point. But I wanted everybody to see this. But here's the kind of big news I'd like to get across on, excuse me, next Wednesday, September 6th at 6:30, we're going to have an optional Zoom meeting. This will be scheduled for 45 minutes. Usually these meetings only go about a half hour. So if you can make it, that would be wonderful. The agenda, as I'll explain in the Zoom meeting, is very loose. If you have questions, you want me to talk about a certain topic, usually we focus in on things like the syllabus, the assignments coming up, etc. So here's the link to the Zoom meeting. And once again, if you can make it, that's great. If you can't, don't worry about it. I will record those, then post them the next day. Or it could even be I post the video from the optional Zoom meeting later on that evening. It really depends on kind of many factors. So let's take a look at this. This is the question. This is the discussion forum that we are going to be having in week number 2. The discussion forum, I have fast forwarded down to the bottom. This is actually the discussion forum for the week. Here are the prompts. Now I'd like you to read the article and then do the best you can. This may be a stretch for some people, and you might not be able to definitively say what was the data analysis report. So you can copy and paste this right into your reply for the week, your initial discussion post. And I just want to, let's look at the purpose and design and the sampling. So I'm going to kind of go to the article. This is the actual article. And you can tell a huge amount about the article from the abstract. You take a look at the abstract and there's a little information about the basis of this actual, excuse me, this basis of the actual research. Introductions. First of all, it says this is part of a bigger study. Background. I highlighted some areas. The methods to increase understanding. So this is the methods. This could be the purpose. But right here, what's the purpose of it? The aim of the study is to describe the phenomenon, participants' experiences. So right there, you have the purpose of the study. So you can take that and put it right into your discussion post. Methods. Here's the sample participants, a total of 42 people in 7 groups. Data collection, how did they collect the data? Analysis, etc., and findings. So once again, with week number 1, and this will be a common theme throughout our semester, I'd like you to keep your responses to a minimum. And if you do not understand something, just say you don't understand fully the data analysis strategy, say that. You're not going to be marked off at all. And once again, this is not an assignment. This is a discussion post. So I can go over this in more detail on Wednesday, but for those that just want to get going this weekend, I think you have the bones for this week, what I'm asking you to do. Don't go overboard with this. If you don't know something, just say it, and I will have some clarifying statements to help you with that. So that is what I'm asking you to do this week. My goal was to keep the video less than 10 minutes, and we're at 9 minutes right now. I want to thank you for your participation in week number 1, and I hope to see you in week number 2, the Zoom session coming up Wednesday at 6:30. And beyond that, happy Labor Day to everybody. I truly hope you have some time to get outside. The weather forecast, at least in Maine, is fabulous, and I'm sure for those that live in Vermont, it's going to be the same. And we'll see you hopefully on Wednesday at 6:30. But once again, if you can't make it, don't worry. Okay, everybody. See ya. Have a great week.